What up? My boy Josh DTR. You asked me, and I said I would give you a response. You was talking about the 213 controllers that I have here in the game dojo. Now, I would say 10% of them are bought, but 90% of them were earned. Let me say that again. 10% bought, 90% earned. And I know you're like, well, what does that mean? Very simple. See, back in the day, just like Fast and Furious, how people raced for pink slips and cars, back in the day, we played games for controllers. So if it was 10 of us and we went over somebody's house, let's say like Quan or my boy Phil or Deezus or something like that, we went over to their crib, we would bring controllers, and if you lost your controller. Now, some people, that was too rich for some people blood because controllers is expensive as hell, but whoever won the controller, that was a trophy that you can hang on your wall. I'm gonna insert a picture of my trophy wall when it started right here. So you should be able to check it out right here. So when I started, it was just like Sega, Nintendo, PlayStation 2. But if you came over, you brought your controller. But if you lost your controller. Wreck shot, you lost it. It is what it is. But that way, every controller almost on these walls that you see has a story. From this wall, see that? Now there's actually over 50 on this wall alone. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then over in that corner, you got 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And then you got on my desktop, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. And then you got 45, 46, 47. Then you got 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. And then over here you got 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Then you got 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, and in those blocks right there. All right, so that's just 69 right there. But if you pivot left over to my Xbox wall, see that right there, we have 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103. So just on those two walls alone, we have over 103. Now don't forget, we still got this wall here. We still got my PlayStation wall there. And I still got one more wall over here behind there. Now, that's not including these little bags that I have like here. Can you see that? These little Nintendo bags that I have here. I know what you're saying. Okay, so what's in those? Some game systems, and believe it or not, flip it around. Some of these, let me get up here. Some of these Johns, if I can open up, Heel Hercules, Heel, are full of controllers as well. You got Sega, Super Nintendo. You just got a bunch of controllers in here. Likewise, also in my Mario bag right here, my Toadstool Mario bag. See if I can get this open with one hand. This is really hard to do with one hand. All right, open up, open up. All right, hold on. There we go. So these are filled with controllers as well too. Wireless and regular one. This is my NES bag. So we got some other. We got 3 more in there. I know, right? It's insane. But on top of that, like I was showing you, that Mario bag, those blocks down there. I got 2 more blocks under my chair, and as you can see, I got a steering wheel and some controllers down there, and I have some controllers over there on the wall. So without really going into my other 3 walls nor the bags, we're already up at 103. I know. But like I was saying, each one of these controllers tells a story. Not all of them were bought. For instance, I could pick at random. Okay, let me see. Can you see those? Those 3 PlayStation 1 controllers. Red, gray, and gray. So, the story behind those is really simple. First of all, we had a PlayStation 2 tournament. And my boy Vaughn, who did not have a PlayStation 2 nor a PlayStation 2 controller, could not put up his controller. So on that effect, he did have an old PlayStation 1 back in the closet. I think this was like 2001. But he did have an old PlayStation 1 in the closet. So we was like, all right, so double it up. You don't have a PlayStation 2 controller, so we can front you one. But if you lose those PlayStation 1 controllers. And he was like, all right, bet. And I was like, nah, you got to bring them over. We got to see collateral. Like, you can't say you're going to give them, because, you know, some people get hard feelings, even their friends and stuff like that. Gaming has broken up friendships. Monopoly hell has broken up friendships and family. But he went back and he got his controllers. I was like, yo, I remember you having like a red one. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, so put that red one up too. And he was like, well, what do you mean? I was like, if you put that red one up, I will put my special DualShock PS2 controller up. And I have it. If that's that one, I don't know if you can see it. It's up there. There we go. I don't know if you can see it where my finger's pointing, but it's up there. So he bet it. Everybody else came in. They had the gym bag. We gave them the controllers. They put them in a gym bag. I fronted the PS2 controller and went off. We played 4 games. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. We played Need for Speed, Gran Turismo A-Spec 3. And what was the last PlayStation 2 game we played? Play something else. Was it Celebrity Deathmatch? I know it was like a wrestling game. I can't remember which one it was. It was either MTV Celebrity Deathmatch, or it was a wrestling game. I can't remember which one it was, but I know it was a wrestling game. And I wiped the floor with his ass. Literally. Sean, Pete, Eric, Mike, Paul, and Vaughn. We were all there. They all saw it go down. My boy got destroyed. Now, everybody else lost their controllers too, so I don't feel bad. But Vaughn, he was my boy. We go back to Miss Pastrito's class like in 3rd grade in elementary school, and we always been cool with each other. I know when he was heated. He was freaking heated to the highest extremity that he just lost all his PS1 controllers. Because low kept, while everybody else had PS2, he still was rocking PS1 and he was still playing PS1. So now he gotta go out and get another controller, which you can go to Babbage's at that time, Electronics Boutique. I don't know if they were still around in 2001. I think they were. I don't know if they were gone. Anyway, you can still go to GameStop or something like that and get a PS1 controller. Yeah, you're gonna spend some guap on it, but it happens. So he lost his controllers, and I didn't make fun of him. I don't gloat. I'm not that type of winner. Like, if I lose too, because I've lost many a controller myself. I've put my controllers on the line. I've lost many times. Like I said, I ain't the best in Mortal Kombat. I ain't the best in Madden. There's some games out there that the Game Ninja does not have an aptitude for, and I don't mind. I don't care. I understand it. It is what it is. You beat me. All right, whatever. But some games I will wipe the floor with your ass with. Mario Kart, racing simulators. Oh, I didn't even count the steering wheels that were over there. Hold on, watch this. The steering wheels, those are controllers too. Didn't even count those when I was doing the 103 on this wall. Matter of fact, I didn't even count that Xbox controller in front of the Call of Duty Ghost bundle. So yeah, there's actually more controllers over there. So, like I said, as we were still friends, he was a little bit heated. And likely so. You just lost your controller to me, your boy. And everybody saw it, so wherever we go, whatever we do, we gonna talk about it. So he was the butt of jokes for a while, and he was like, okay, so give me a chance to earn my controller back. And I was like, okay, not a problem. What you got up for collateral? And this time, I believe we was busting Xbox, Halo. We was doing Halo matches. On the original Xbox, we was doing Halo matches. And he was like, all right, well, come down to me and my boys, you know what I'm saying? We down at the house, like, come down there, you know what I'm saying? So I got the advantage. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I brought my trusty Xbox controller, which is now sitting over there on my Xbox wall, right over there. My trusty original Xbox controller. And we went over his house and we busted Halo. And he was heated because I picked a spot. I don't know what map it was, but I picked a spot up high near these rocks with a sniper rifle, and I just kept sniping him. Like, every time he respawned, I sniped him. And I remember I was laughing so hard that I couldn't breathe. Like, my ribs was hurting. Like, his boys, his family, they were dying. They was laughing over the fact that I was laughing. And I remember he was just like, well, one more double or nothing. I was like, what's double or nothing? What do you have? What do you have to put up? Like, you've lost everything this night. What do you have to put up? And then some people don't know when to stop. That's the problem. So I would say 10 years prior to that, in the 90s, I had moved out the crib. I didn't take none of my systems with me, and just like everybody else does, when they move out, they get sold by the family or given away to a cousin or a nephew. So my Sega Genesis was taken away. So I was kind of heated that my original Sega Genesis was gone. I had a lot of cartridges, I had a lot of memories, but it was gone. But he had a Sega Genesis sitting over in the corner. So I was like, fine, double or nothing on your Sega Genesis versus my original Nintendo. My original Nintendo. Which is funny as hell because I won his Sega Genesis. And the funny part is, in that match, I threw a sticky bomb to his chest that he couldn't get off. So while he was running around flailing, trying to get the bomb off, I dropped my controller and I was laughing because there was nothing he could do. He was gone. There was nothing he could do. He was gone. And when he exploded, like, my ribs, I couldn't breathe. I remember laughing so hard I could not breathe. Like, I literally thought I was gonna die. Like, I could not get oxygen. And he was so pissed off he broke his controller. But sore as he was, he had to walk over and give me that Genesis. Now, that's how I got my Sega Genesis back. That's the Sega Genesis you see right here. Right there. That bad boy right there. That Sega Genesis right there above that Xbox that I beat him on. Right there. So that's the Xbox I beat him on. That's the Sega Genesis he lost. Now, the funny part is, later, I think that month, it was October, we had a Halloween bash and I lost my regular Nintendo. That's how I lost my original Nintendo. Now, like I said, I ain't always gonna win. But my kryptonite on Nintendo, the NES, the original NES, my kryptonite was always freaking Mario Brothers. And I remember the bet was whoever gets the furthest in Mario Brothers. And we bet not only the controllers, we bet the NESs. And I got to 8-4, and I just could not figure out that fucking puzzle. To this day, I have never beaten Super Mario 1 on NES. I can get to 8-4. I can get 99 lives. But I know it's like up, middle, up. Like, there, I don't even know it. Like, I got so angry, I think for probably 10 years, I didn't play Super Mario Brothers. I played every other Mario Brothers in the world but Super Mario Brothers. Now, the amazing part about that is, I was heated that I lost my Nintendo. I didn't lose my cartridges. I lost my Nintendo. I didn't get a Nintendo, so let's say 2001, Christmas of 2025, this year, the Nightmare Creature gifted me her Nintendo, her NES, her original NES, 2 controllers, and like 15 games. So it took 25 years, full circle, to come back around for that Nintendo to come back to me. Like I said, everything on these walls has a story, and the stories are magnificent. Every controller, every piece of technology on these walls has a story, and it's amazing because for 25 years, systems was just coming to me, different systems. The Xbox 360 was just given to me. The PS4, somebody said was broken. If I could fix it, I could keep it. I got the PS4 Pro that way. Somebody bought me a Nintendo Switch. No, Nightmare Creature bought me a Nintendo Switch. I think her father found like a PSP, and that's how I got the PSP back. Like, you don't understand. For 25 years, every system was coming to me, and I felt lucky. She actually hated the fact. She was like, how does everything just come to you? I was like, I don't know, but that's the game ninja. That's why I'm the game ninja. But that Nintendo, that regular NES was the only thing that eluded me. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy one. The prices are astronomical. Everybody's charging an arm and leg. I'm not gonna buy one. And it was gifted to me, and it made its way back to me. And I've been enjoying the NES, the smell of it, the look of it, the feel of it. I rub the cartridges like twice a day. I just come in a room and rub the cartridges. If you were wondering, they're right there. They're in that little tub bucket right there. That's where the NES cartridges are, next to the original NES right there that the Nightmare Creature gifted me. Yeah. So yeah, I come in and I rub those probably like twice a day. Like when people back in the Showtime, the Apollo days, they used to come out and rub the wood for good luck. I came out and rubbed them controllers like for luck. And I ain't been feeling the best the last couple of days. Actually, the last couple of weeks, I've been in a lot of pain. But I'm glad that you guys still contact me, and I don't have a problem telling you guys about these things here in the Game Dojo and how it came to be. So like I said, when we stopped counting with just the two walls, it was 103, and we didn't even count the controllers and the Mario blocks. We didn't count the wheels or the other two there. So that's a lot there. But then, like I said, right here on the wall, you already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what's that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Behind me, 22. Where's that one? 23, 24. And then on the PlayStation wall, like I said, easily, no problem. One of these days, I probably have to go through and count physically all of them. Let me see actually how many's on the PlayStation wall. Hold on one second. All right, so you got the Guitar Hero controller. Oh, forgot about that. That's the Guitar Hero controller over there too. My bad. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I don't know if you can see down there. I got more down there. All right, so 30. All right, 30 and 30 is 60 plus 103 without the bag that I showed you, the Nintendo bag, the blocks, and the Mario bag. I also have, believe it or not, 2 more Mario bags up there in the corner. I don't know if y'all see that. I got 2 more Mario bags up there, also with consoles and controllers in them. Did I count? I don't know if I counted that. Anyway, like I was saying, 213 controllers and counting, because if they ever come my way, if somebody ever has a tournament, I don't mind putting up or shutting up for tournaments at all. I have won the Mario Kart Cup. I have won the championship belt, Mario belt. That's the championship Mario Kart belt right up there on the wall. You see the M next to the truck in the Supernatural car. That's right. That PlayStation Mini also has 2 controllers in there too. I forgot all about that. So many controllers, but in every one of them live in my head and in my heart rent free, because there is a story for each one of them. Each one of them controllers. Not even counting the mini Switch controllers I have. And matter of fact, even on top, I just looking at it, even on top of that yellow block, let me show you. Even on top of that yellow block right there, there is another controller just chilling right there. Another controller chilling right there. Bro, let me tell you something. When I say I have the controller wall, and when I say to the controller wall so we can pick our weapon of choice, I 100% mean the controller wall. So like I said, 10% of them bought 90% of them won in gaming tournaments over the past 35, 36 years, maybe even 40. No, yeah, 35, 36 years. So you were asking Josh DTR about my controllers, the 213. That would make a great video. I would love to pull down each one bit by bit, but this video would be like an hour long, literally an hour long. I'm gonna flash some images in here right now. I'm trusting you, Game Ninja, to insert the pictures here. Give it like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I've done this correctly, Mr. Game Ninja, you see the progression of the Game Dojo of when it started, how it evolved, and ultimately what it ended up looking like now, right here. This is what the Game Dojo currently looks like. It took a lot of time to track down nostalgia and love. But that's just the controllers on my wall. That's not even talking about the games. That's not even talking about the memorabilia, the loot crates, the hats. I have tons of stuff all over these walls, each one with a story. That's the memories. But everybody who collects don't always have the same type of memories. Some people collect just because it's intrinsic money value. They don't play with the stuff, they just look at it, they just hoard over it. I play with my toys. I play with my games. I touch everything in this room. Pause. That sounds dirty, but I do. For a reason. I'm gonna die one day, and all this shit is gonna be gone. It's gonna go to somebody else. If I didn't enjoy it, what was it worth? What was worth collecting and having all this if I didn't enjoy it? That's the purpose. You need to enjoy the stuff while you can. It doesn't last forever. You don't last forever. These things are great, absolutely great to have, but they do not make you who you are. You are who you are. All these things, all these stories, they live within me. Great to look at, great to see, great to bring back nostalgic memories, but they all live within me. That's what goes to the next place. None of this stuff. So understand, it's great to have, it's great to love, but if you don't enjoy it while you have it, what was the purpose? I know people that spend their entire life with their collections, rubbing them with diapers and dusting them off in boxes. They never pulled them out, but they never sold them. They never touched them, and then they die, and now somebody else has all their items. What was the purpose in your life? What was the purpose? Sometimes it's great to just look at them and have them, but sometimes you just got to be able to take them off. You got to be able to touch them. You got to be able to play with them. You see that right there? That rainbow cover for the Wii wheel? You see this? Comes right off the wall. I could put my Wii controller right up in there, and we busting some Mario Kart. We busting some Wii Mario Kart. Have played with it, will play with it. That's just what it is. Yeah, it's up on my wall and it looks cool. You see that tower right there with all them Switch games in it? That's what you see on the other side of the room. Right there on the wall. See that? That's right. Every single last one of those games is played. Oh, and there's 2 more controllers I just saw on the Switch tower. 1, 2, and then there's another third one over here. I keep finding controllers like when I look around the room. It's funny. I keep finding them. It's too dark. There we go. I keep finding controllers everywhere I look in this room. What I do is a labor of love. This is what gaming means to me. This is my gaming story. What about yours? Do a video or a comment and let me know. I'm gonna tag you in this video, Josh. My boy Brian, I hope you get to see this video too as well. Brian, my boy from Facebook. A lot of new friends I've just met recently that are actually really awesome gamers with a lot in common like me. Shout out. I love y'all. Absolutely love y'all. Y'all make me what I am. And I enjoy it. I love it. And until my dying breath, I thank you guys. I salute you guys. Thank you for joining me. This is just one story about those 213 controllers. There will be a part 2 where I will actually show a lot of them in action, because there's a lot of controllers that I have to hook up to things in order to use them. But I would say 65% of those controllers I have adapters for to use on my PC. That's another story. And you're like, why? Well, because before I could collect some of these systems, and before I had the money to be able to get some of these systems, or before these systems came to me, I had emulation. And what's the point of using an Xbox controller when you play in NES on your PC? Nah, you get an NES controller, original. You can get a modified USB ones, but they play like shit. Them aftermarket ones, for some reason, they play like shit. You get original one, you find an adapter, or you create one. You find some wires, you splice them with a USB attachment, you splice the wires both on that one, or you find an adapter that goes from the original port to a USB port, and you use it on your PC. Now you're starting to get where I was going, because now you're playing Nintendo with a Nintendo controller on a PC. And while it renders it better, faster, and the graphics, and there's a lot more that you can do, it doesn't complete the experience unless you have original NES. And then you have the experience complete. But if you're in the trenches, you can't find the systems, they cost too much money, you want a budget, I duly understand. There's people spend tens of thousands of dollars. I hate to believe how much money I've spent on things in this room. I would never want to add it up because my heart couldn't take it. But just my Nintendo figures alone, I was looking at them the other day. I have, hold on, let me see if I can show you real quick. Alright, so the Nintendo figures alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Then you got both of those on the side, which are Hallmark ones. Y'all know them Hallmark ones are expensive as dog shit. So, the other day I was looking at those. Some of them still have the price tags underneath. Some of them were $5, some of them were $10, some of them were $8, some of them were $14. Do the math and multiply. Yeah. I was like, you know how much that is just chilling there on my wall that I spent just to get those figures? And I ain't even all of them. Collecting can be a very costly thing. So be very careful when you're venturing into classic collecting. It's a labor of love, but I would say if you're going to do it, because it's not cheap, I would say enjoy every purchase you make. Celebrate it, open it up, feel it, smell it. I always take something new that I have, open the box and smell it. I feel it. Like, there is a bonding connection with the things that you have. And if you don't enjoy your possessions will end up possessing you. I know. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Your possessions will end up possessing you if you don't possess them. Funny. So anyway, to my boy Brian, my boy Josh, DTR, and everybody else who has recently joined my channel, this is a small explanation of why I have 213 controllers. People kept inboxing me, why so many controllers? You break them? Why so many controllers? Now you understand why. Not to mention, for every system that I own, whether it's Super Nintendo, whether it's Atari, whether it's PlayStation, all the systems I own have controllers for them. At least 2 to 4, so that if people came over, I could bust a party, a gaming party. On top of that, I also have the modified controller that goes to the PC. Now you get it. But anyway, that was just an explanation of the 213 controllers. I'm Rain the Game Ninja. My throat piece is dry. Thank you for requesting this video, and I hope this just helps you understand just a little bit more down the gaming avenue of just who I am. From the Game Dojo, it's your boy the Game Ninja. I'll see you next time. Shout out Josh, shout out Brian.